nobodies like the Crawfords, the Shakur. They fight nobodies. These are people you should be worried about. You know what I'm saying? They want to take big
They're
risks.
hungry.
They want to show they care about boxing.
Hey, whoop his ass, champ. Yeah, man.
Hey everyone, it's Tima from the Divine Hook podcast, and I'm here alongside my co-host Elijah. Hey Elijah.
Hey, Tima.
Alrighty, Elijah is actually in Vegas and got to experience the biggest fight of the year so far, and that was Canelo versus Crawford. We definitely want to talk about that. So, welcome to the recap. We definitely want to talk about how we just witnessed history, legacy, greatness all in one night. And Elijah had the pleasure to be able to experience that and witness the energy in the air last night. And I just can't wait to hear it. So, let's talk about it. Let's get into it. I mean, what a fight. Please tell me from your experience how it was.
That was the craziest shit I've ever seen. That was the craziest shit I've ever seen. Bud just moved up to 168 and beat Canelo in one fight. No tune-ups, no rehydration clause, no catch weight, nothing. He just moved up there and whooped his ass. It wasn't close, 7-5. It was unanimous. No split decision. I said split decision. No, he just beat him easily. Was like his face was relatively clean. What the fuck? Like,
He walked out.
sorry, excuse my language.
He walked out like this was a sparring session. Like this wasn't a fight for him. Like he looked good, like amazing after the fight. I mean, tell me about it. I had said from day one he was going to win by decision. I said he wasn't going to get a knockdown or a knockout. I see a clean decision win here for Crawford. I called it. I was called so many crazy names and everything. Head back to the kitchen. Well, I'm out the kitchen because I was right. I was right. So I'm talking my ish right now. Okay. Crawford is that guy. You know what? He's the GOAT to me. To me. I'm sorry. Like, we're talking about this era right now. It's Crawford. This is his era. I'm sorry. He's an undisputed male boxer. Yes. Let's talk about that.
I think he's the greatest fighter of all time. There's only two people that I feel like have an argument, and that's or three if you want to include women as well. But there's only a few people. There's only three people that have been undisputed in three weight classes. So they're the only people that I think have an argument. Is anybody that's done that? But if you haven't done it, I'm sorry, you're not in that discussion. For me personally, that's what I look for. But as far as him dropping Canelo, he wobbled him a couple times, and I told everybody 2 days before the fight, I think Canelo's going to be shocked by Bud's power. Nobody wanted to listen to me, and I feel like no, he didn't drop him, but man, it could have. I feel like in a rematch.
That punch that he took to the face, and you see Canelo's neck just going the other way. I was like, oh my gosh, talk about power. The thing about Crawford, I said it from day one, footwork would be essential to this, right? Mm-hmm. Canelo has a struggle with movement. Crawford was doing just that, lateral movements, getting out the way, and he did stay in the pocket. So no, there was no running, there was none of that. He stayed in the pocket, he exchanged, and that's what we saw. If you saw round 9, there is no running at all. He stayed tight in that pocket. He was hitting him, and I was just like, clean shots were getting to Canelo. Canelo looked very frustrated already by round 7. You could tell he was frustrated. Crawford had the reach advantage. I believe it was 5.5 inches. So he was able to, be in range and use that distance, like, you know what I'm saying, in and out and exchange. And that was just a master class performance from Crawford.
Yeah, I feel like he did exactly what I said in my breakdown in the last episode.
They called
I
us
said he was
crazy.
I said he was going to punch Canelo between shots because Canelo throws big telegraphed hooks. Um, I thought he was gonna counter uh, Canelo, and I thought he was gonna win most of the exchanges, ultimately winning the decision. And it's exactly how it played out. He was faster, even with the weight. That was the other thing I was skeptical about is if his timing would be off having the extra weight. I do think that he could get more comfortable at 68 and his timing could be better. There was opportunities I think that he did look slower than he did before as he adjusted to the weight, but he made the adjustments relatively quickly and then just it was all down here for Canelo after that.
I mean, we saw the sweet science of boxing in this fight.
Mm-hmm.
Canelo's post interview, this is coming from him, not the viewers, not the fans, was saying, Crawford fought better than Floyd. And I know people are going to say Floyd is better. We got the comparisons, and Crawford doesn't want that comparison. He said Floyd was the best in his era. He's the best in this era, and I think that's fair. Like, I don't want to compare the past, but Canelo, who's been in the ring with both of these elite fighters, is able to say that because he's the one fighting them, to say Crawford was better than Floyd. So hey, I'm gonna take his word from it. He's the one in the ring with them, not me, not the fans. It's him.
I completely agree. The second he said that, I was like, I knew that, but he had to go beat you for you to know that.
Exactly.
So man, it was great to see how Canelo took the loss. He wasn't hurt. He's been there before. That was another part I said. I said, hey, Canelo has lost before. He knows what it feels like.
Yeah.
Bud does not know what that feels like, and he doesn't like to lose.
No.
And I did not think yesterday was going to be the day.
Remains undefeated. 3 times.
42-0.
Let's get that right. All right. And in male boxing history, we have Clarissa Shields, who dominates the female boxing. So let's not get that confused, guys. But for the men boxing, 3 times Crawford is the first to do it. I mean, this is an accomplishment. It's crazy. I mean, look, I see people saying, well, I still need to see Crawford beat Boots. But what's that gonna do? He just fought a legend. Canelo is a great.
Didn't Canelo spar Boots? It didn't help him too much. So
Will do nothing for Crawford's resume. I get that Boots is up there, but Canelo, hello, like, what are we doing? We look at the scale. He just fought somebody, took a risk, 2 weight classes. Everyone said he can't beat him. He can't. You can't go up 2 weight classes and beat the legend who has more experience than you. He knows what he's doing. You're going to get knocked out, buddy. And no, he proved to everyone that's not the case with him. Don't compare him to anybody. Everybody said that he's fought nobodies. But you know what? And that's what I talked about last time. I said the resume. How does that correlate with what Bud can bring into the ring? They said, who did Bud beat that can tell you that he can beat Canelo?
Names don't matter. Names don't affect who you are in the ring. The person's name. That's what they'll always be like, but he beat, okay, what did he actually do in the fight? It doesn't matter who he beat. And that's another thing that people always like, but their resume, that all I care about is belts because I know that when you got that belt, you earned it. You didn't become a world champion for no reason. You can beat a guy with a very good name at a bad time in his career when he's no longer a champion and he's not as disciplined, which is what I feel like Floyd did a lot of the time. Most of the guys he fought had 4, 5, 6 losses by the time Floyd got to him. Bud beats guys in their prime, and at their game without stipulations. That was 3-2. He's basically a 47 pounder. He only had 1 fight at 154. Yes. 1 fight. Yes. And then moves up again. No tune-up.
Nothing. And fights the legend, fights greatness. Not a tune-up at one.
No, they said he was too inactive. He needs to get a tune-up in. He needs to get a fight in before. Nope.
People don't understand. And I said this, boxing is physical, but it's also mental. And Crawford brought that last night. And I'm telling guys, like, watch out. Like, these are the type of fighters you have to be careful for. So as much as people want to say they fight nobodies, like the Crawfords, the Shakur, they fight nobodies. These are people you should be worried about. You know what I'm saying? They want to take big risks. They want to show they care about boxing. It's not just about the money. You know what I'm saying? Yes, money plays a part, but they're here to build a legacy. You know what I'm saying? Crawford stamped that. Yes, he got his guaranteed money.
He tweeted it too.
Yeah.
He said for all the nobodies. That was his first tweet after the fight.
All the nobodies, right? All right, cool. But he just proved to you that, hey, with his little shitty resume that you guys call it, look what I can do. Look what my skills can take me to do, right? It's not about my resume. It's who I am as a fighter. And that's exactly what Crawford did. Silence the doubters. Canelo fans were quiet, try to come up with excuses. Oh, but Canelo's on the decline. Oh, save it. Please save that.
2 weight classes.
2 weight classes. Save it. Just save it. You know,
he was the undisputed champ. Defended it a couple times, lost the belt, became undisputed again, and then Bud just walked over him.
And for the ones who want to say Crawford was running, please Google how to box, figure out footwork. Please
howboxingworks.com.
Go to Elijah for how boxing works, because running and lateral movement, 2 different things. I get it. Everybody wants to use examples with Shakur and De Los Santos. Yes, he did a little running here and there. Again, that's not his greatest performance, but again, this is not what Crawford was doing. Crawford exchanged, was not just moving around and avoiding Canelo. He did his thing. You saw the punches. The numbers don't lie. He landed shots. So I don't want to hear any excuses. There's no excuses. I'm sorry. He's great. You just got to accept it. Nobody wanted to accept Tom Brady being the greatest, but guess what? He is. 7 rings proved it. So I don't know what more to tell you guys. 3 times undisputed. What more do you want to see from him? And if you're sitting here saying, well, I need to see him fight Boots, you're delusional. I don't know.
Me personally, I love to watch Bud fight. So I don't want him to wrap it up. I need more fights. But I won't be mad with it. I won't be upset.
He did say he's going to talk to his team. He's thinking about maybe he can go to 160.
I wanted him to do that before Canelo, but hey, whatever order. That's fine with me. Janabek's unified. He's already a 5-division champion. You want to make it 6?
That's what I'm saying. So, look, if he wants some fights in and he doesn't.
Oh, but he can get 4. He can beat Adames and fucking Janabek.
Yes.
Oh my God, he beat easy. 2 fights. 2 fights.
Regardless of his age, he's in great shape.
4-time.
Let's do it. Let's run it 4, right?
Take it, but he can take as much time as he needs, though.
Yeah, he can. Let him rest. I want him to enjoy this victory. I mean, this is well deserved. I mean, when I saw him get emotional, I swear I did shed a tear, because it's like, I believed in this guy, and people were like, "Go to the kitchen." Well, you know what? I'm out here. You're gonna hear me cook with my opinions.
A lot of men in the comments mad.
Yes, they were mad. They were mad. I mean,
yeah. Guess who knows boxing? A woman. Woman knows boxing.
That's why they're upset. They're upset. But it's okay. I can handle the heat. I don't care. I know what I'm talking about, right? So again, Crawford right now, he is my number 1 pound for pound. Usyk, I have all respect for him. He's number 2 for me. But Crawford, you got to go up there. After that performance, it was beautiful. Like, you want to learn how to box? Watch that film. Watch it. Like, that is boxing right there to the core. And I mean, Bivol has said it. Like, if you want to learn boxing, study Crawford.
Bud pulled every tool out of the bag.
Every tool. Everything. You
everything.
Learn? Yes.
Catch, counter, like hitting while moving, everything. He didn't
even have to switch stances. He really stayed southpaw.
I knew he was going to do that. I knew he was going to stay southpaw the whole time, but he also he just controlled every second of the fight. It was
head movement, defense. I mean, everything was there.
And
incredible.
Canelo was vintage Canelo. I feel like it's big hooks and walk you down and try to catch you slipping.
Exactly. Now, I will give Canelo his flowers. He did this. He took this fight. He is still great, a legend for me. You know, Canelo has done so much for boxing. So there's no disrespect towards Canelo.
Oh,
Amazing
of course not.
performance. He's a Hall of Famer. Like, Canelo's there. Like, he's greatness. I will never deny Canelo.
I think he's the greatest Mexican fighter of all
Yeah,
time.
he's the greatest Mexican fighter of all time.
A lot of
We have a show
Mexican
coming up.
people will be mad when I say that.
I think he's one of the greatest, boxers, Mexican boxers. And I want to give him his flowers. Great fighter. So again, there's no diss or disrespect to Canelo. He is a legend. So to all my Canelo fans out there, we do love and appreciate what Canelo has done for boxing. I hope there's more fights for him. If he chooses to retire, that's on him. But I don't mind if he has to fight 1, 2, 3 more times. It's great. It's always great to see him in the ring. I love the atmosphere he brings. All the fans come out. I mean, it's beautiful. The Allegiant Stadium, they sold out. I saw
70,000 people in attendance. It was like my ears were starting to hurt. People were screaming so loud. It was like so loud. It was like I almost was like, dang, I needed to bring earmuffs.
Yeah,
I didn't know the decibels get that high. It was
yes.
so loud.
Wow. I'm so glad you got to experience this. And whoever who went out there, you just witnessed history live. And I think that's beautiful because I don't know when we're going to get another fight of the century like this. Hopefully we get some more down the road, but this was an amazing thing to experience. So if you got merch from there, your pictures, and you met all other fighters and celebs, I know you guys had an amazing time, out there, despite how hot it is out in Vegas. So, I'm glad you got to experience that. And now that we've talked our stuff with Canelo and Crawford, and I'm not going to the kitchen. I'm staying right here, and I'm gonna keep talking my stuff. That's it. That's it. I know ball, and Elijah knows ball. So we're staying here. We got a lot to say. Next up, oh man, oh man, oh man, the man behind me, as you can see, Inoue.
How was that? I didn't get to see it.
I woke up. I only slept 3 hours. I'm running with 3 hours of sleep. I did take a 20-minute nap earlier, but look, I need more coffee. But it was worth it. And I'll tell you why, Elijah. MJ has been calling out Inoue, saying that he's ducking him. He's scared of him, right? They've had back and forth exchanges. Inoue was saying, there's no need for me to fight you. But hey, look, you know what? I'll give you the fight. Eddie Hearn said MJ is going to beat Inoue. He said that confident. Hey, give us the fight then. They did. It went the distance, which is rare for Inoue, right? He's only done that once before, but he went the distance, outboxing MJ. I don't even think MJ won one round. I didn't see that in the scorecard.
Wow. It was 120 on all 3 cards?
It was just, I need to look it up, but look, he dominated the whole fight. MJ looked very sluggish. His timing was off. He couldn't get into distance. If you watch Inoue, I want you to watch that fight. His footwork. Now, usually in boxing, it's not really good to go like a whole wide stance. That's more for kickboxing, right? But Inoue, it's different when he does it. It works on him. It works, right? And then he's bouncing. Like just bouncing, moving in and out, bouncing in and out, and just jab, and then here comes you got a body shot. And it's just beautiful. The timing, the accuracy. He was looking very sharp, He didn't knock him out, which is fine. But what it did, it showed us that Inoue can outbox you, take you to the distance. There's a different style of him. He doesn't always have to knock you out, but he will dominate you in that ring. And he proved that. And the best part, since you did not watch that, was Nakatani was there ringside watching this. And he tried to leave, going through the back door, and Inoue called him out, saw him leaving.
Oh, what?
Spoke to him in Japanese. Basically, I think what the translation they were saying is, I'll see you soon, right? That's
what?
So we have now Inoue in December fighting Picasso. Inoue wins that fight, which I'm hoping he does and beats Picasso. I think it'll be light work for him. I really don't have that much issues with this fight. I think Inoue will dominate, whether it's a knockout or the distance. I think he will win. What does this mean? If he beats Picasso, we may get one of the biggest fights of the year, which is going to be Inoue and Nakatani in spring of 2026. It should be in May from last time what I've heard between them. So guys, please be on the lookout because I think it might be fight of the year. I don't know, but this will be amazing because these are two skilled fighters, really skilled.
Yeah, I saw the highlights for the fight on X. Didn't get to watch it. I was asleep. I was dead after
I get
the
it. I get it. A lot of people stayed
Crawford
out
fight.
because they were out in Vegas partying and they're like, "Who screw it? I'm just gonna stay up and watch the fight." But hey, but other people went to sleep. They couldn't hang, and that's fine. It was too early in the morning. Again, it's out in Japan, so the time difference, so I understand. I set my alarm and with heavy eyes, I watched that fight.
Yeah, it looked good. It looked good. I expected Inoue to win a decision. I did know MJ was going to be
He's powerful.
a little bit more of a test for Inoue.
Yes.
Um, I do expect him to steamroll right over Picasso. I think that he's just there really to set up the Nakatani
Yes,
fight for
I
next
agree.
year.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and just keep Inoue a little bit busy to
Mm-hmm.
finish out the year because he has been super active this year. And then I think he's going to take some rest before the Nakatani fight and then go into that. And I think May 2026
Yes. Yeah, that's what we're planning for. Yep.
around my birthday.
Yes. So I mean, I know it probably will be in Japan. I don't think I have enough time to save. That's gonna be a lot of money, but I would love whoever goes. Oh my gosh, please go to Japan for this. I think it's gonna be spectacular because again, Nakatani is very technical, a great skilled fighter. I do think it might go the distance. I don't know. I don't see a knockout. They're just too. Their ring IQs are just immensely great. So I don't know. It might even look like what we saw last night with Christian Mabilli and Lester Martinez. Hey,
That fight was amazing.
that was amazing. I was like upset it was a draw. I but you know what?
I
Give me the rematch. Give me the rematch.
I had it a draw as well.
I think
Uh,
if I was a fighter, not a fan, if I was a fighter and I went in that ring beating each other up like this and it's a draw, not even the best man won, I would be upset, because it's like, wow, we're gonna
Run it
feel it in
back.
the morning. We're gonna feel it in
Run
the
it
morning.
back. Yeah.
At least I wanted to lose by somebody who did a little bit greater than me. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But again, it was amazing. I thought somebody was gonna hit the canvas. Both of them have great chins. They do. They
I
have.
think that's the future of 168. Both of those
Yes,
guys. I
I
mean,
think
I
so
don't
too.
think Bud is going to keep the belts. I think they're going to get vacated, and I feel like those are going to be the guys that we see scoop those belts up.
I can't wait. I'm now a fan of Lester. I mean, I knew I was going for Mabilli. I thought Mabilli would knock him out or something. I thought it was happening because there was times where I saw Lester's
Man,
eyes close up, and I'm like, whoa, he's out of here.
Billy is a machine.
It's a
That
machine.
dude, he
He
is
just kept going
just.
with the combos. I was like, yo,
But
relax.
He's got a lot of heart and he can box very well.
He can. He can. I mean, he trains with Bo Mac. Crawford is
Mhm.
sparring partner. I mean, he has a great team, great camp. So I mean, I want to see more. I want to see more of Lester. So again, that was a great fight. Amazing. Co-main, I know everybody was underwhelmed with that fight with Fernando Vargas and Caleb Walsh. Yes. Um,
I wanted to speak on that one a little bit. I think that fight for most average fans was lackluster. I thought it was a very entertaining fight. I didn't expect Vargas's defense to be as good as it was. Vargas was very defensively responsible. Although he lost the fight, um, I thought he may lose that fight coming in. When I was at the weigh-in, I met a guy that was Callum Walsh's sparring partner,
mhm.
and apparently he can walk around at times up to 190 pounds. So I
Wow.
heard that information and was worried about a possible stoppage, but
Mm-hmm.
Vargas's defense was very good. And I don't think it was a tough loss, his first career loss.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately, I think that he'll learn from it and his game will
Yeah,
improve
I agree.
immensely.
I
And
agree.
great win for Callum.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's a great win from Callum. I think with Fernando, if I had to critique from what I saw last night, head movement. He stays in the center too much, getting hit
Yeah.
unnecessarily. He doesn't move his head, and he needs to work on range with the distance. He's throwing shots from a little too
Yes.
far, missing.
Sure.
I didn't like that, and I could tell, like, I think his dad and Emiliano were trying to tell him, like, how to move, how to adjust, right? I
Mhm.
wasn't seeing that, and I really think if he could work on those two things, defense, I mean, he got it down a bit. He didn't get knocked out, so he got it down. But I just think head movement is important. You don't need those unnecessary hits to the head. You don't need any of that. And of course, just work on that range and that distance so you can work on that accuracy when it comes to throwing those shots so they can land. So that's all. But you know what? That was a hell of a card. He was able to be the co-main under Canelo and Crawford. So that's big, So shout out to Vargas Dynasty, whatever's up for them, rooting for them. I hope to see upcoming fights for even Emiliano, like what's next for him. So we'll just stay tuned about what's next for the Vargas family, And then other than that, I do want to bring up this one last thing. I do want to bring it up. We saw Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney face off in Vegas. What are we thinking?
Haney versus Garcia 2.
Yes. So everybody's saying, well, Haney needs to get through Norman first. Let him get through Norman first because we don't know how that's going to go, right?
So, I think either way, Ryan just lost. Devin can lose.
I feel like they can do the rematch regardless. Yeah, I think it's time. We win it fair and square. I don't want to hear anything about, well, he didn't even have that much in his system. I don't care. Just give it to me fair and square, clean. I want a clean fight. May the best man win. If Ryan does win, okay, cool. Give him his flowers. Cool. If Haney come back and beat him, I'm happy for him. You got what you wanted in the first place. So I'll be really happy. Haney's making moves in his career. He's creating legacy for himself as well. I don't care what anybody has to say about that, whatever you think. I think he is an incredible fighter. He has a really great ring IQ, and I just can't wait for this Norman fight. So let's just get through November 22nd. I know we'll talk more down the road about this rematch. I mean, we don't even have a date announced, nothing yet, but it was great to see that face off.
Ryan Norman Jr.
Yes. So I'm excited. I can't wait for Norman and Haney. I'm going with Devin Haney just because he's more skilled, more experienced, and I feel like he has the ring IQ. I get it that Norman has power, but sometimes power is not everything. We saw that with Canelo and Crawford.
Yes, we did, and I think that we'll see something similar play out November 22nd, where the higher IQ, more experienced fighter is going to end up victorious. Skills pay the bills.
Yeah, it does. I mean, but shout out to Norman. It's a great fight for his career, great for his resume. May the best man win again. So I'm super excited for that. Other than that, I think that's all. I mean, I'm just really happy that we got to do this. Now I can go celebrate my birthday this week like crazy to celebrate Crawford and myself. So I'm excited to get to New York City. Thank you. Yes, I can't wait. And we do have some exciting episodes coming really soon. So please stay tuned for some exclusive interviews and some giveaways. We definitely want to do some giveaways for the viewers. We appreciate all your support and, just being here with us and chatting. And we love all feedback. So thank you so much for tuning in to the Divine Hook podcast. Again, this is Tima and Elijah.
Yes, thank you guys.
All righty. See you next time.